Well, he's not gone yet, at least as of this filming. Rudy Giuliani is in the hospital in critical but stable condition, 81 years old, has pneumonia, and he's got restrictive airway disease that he developed around 9/11. I'm going to give him that credit. And that part is true, and it's real, and it should be acknowledged with the full weight that it deserves. I mean, this man really did serve New York when the towers came down. That's real. But everything that came after that is also real. And I don't think we should gloss over any of that, especially when Donald Trump is posting on Truth Social calling Giuliani our fabulous Rudy, our true warrior, and the best mayor in the history of New York City by far, saying he was right about everything. He was right about everything. And I'm not even going to touch, when we're talking about what he was right about, I'm not going to touch the black goo running down his face or the Four Seasons hilarity. But I want to talk about Rudy claiming that the 2020 election was stolen. The lawsuits, the dozens of lawsuits that he filed making that claim. By the way, he lost 61 out of 62 of them. The one he won over a minor procedural matter. His own legal team in court on the record admitted that they were not alleging fraud, even though that's what that man said in front of cameras every single day. Judge after judge, including Trump-appointed judges, rejected Rudy and his arguments. A federal judge described his claims as strained legal arguments without merit and speculative accusations. And yet, Rudy persisted. 61 losses. Why did he lose? He lost in court where lying has consequences. I mean, think about it. If Rudy Giuliani were a baseball player with a 61-1 loss record or going 1 for 62, the Yankees wouldn't be calling him the greatest ever and putting him on a monument. And let's not forget, he was also disbarred in New York, disbarred in Washington, D.C. Juries, they found him liable for defaming Georgia election workers, Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss, two women who only did their jobs counting votes. And then they were subjected to a coordinated campaign of threats and harassment based solely on Rudy Giuliani's lies. Fortunately, a jury gave those two women $148 million. Giuliani had to declare bankruptcy, ultimately striking a deal to give up property to compensate them, though not the full amount, and I'm pretty sure they haven't gotten even that property. He was charged in Arizona and Georgia for his role in this fake elector scheme. And that never got to trial because Trump pardoned him. And this pardon that Trump gave out to Rudy, as the White House called it, related to all offenses related to January 6th and the efforts to overturn the 2020 election. We cover AI all the time and the dangers of it, but we all know that AI is no longer optional. And the people who know how to use it ethically and effectively are pulling ahead in income, efficiency, and opportunity, and that gap keeps widening. That is why our sponsor Outskill is hosting its 2-day live AI Mastermind training this coming Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern. And for the next 48 hours for you guys, it is free. Outskill is one of the first AI-focused education platforms, rated 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot. They've got more than 10 million professionals trained worldwide. And in their 16-hour live experience, you are going to learn exactly how to build AI agents that plan, write, and execute tasks for you, automating systems that run in the background and connect all of your tools like Sheets, Notion, your CRMs, and your email into streamlined, profitable systems ethically and effectively. You'll also learn how to actually monetize these skills. Instead of replacing jobs, you can earn more money. And some participants have launched AI-powered services generating thousands per week using what they learned from Outskill. If you attend both days, you unlock over $5,000 in bonuses, including their AI prompt Bible, their profit roadmap, their toolkit builder, and the 2026 AI Survival Hackbook. Look, Outskill, seats are limited. Grab your free spot using the link in our description. So think about it. The man who was right about everything, according to Trump, also needed a presidential pardon for everything. And then, of course, there's also the photos, Giuliani in drag, which, by the way, that's no problem. And I think the problem is why he did it. I mean, he did it multiple times for comedy, including with Trump. But then there's also the photos with young women at events who have since described deeply uncomfortable interactions with Rudy Giuliani. And then there's the Borat hotel room incident, that scene. You know, the Borat 2 scene where he was in a hotel room with a woman he believed to be a journalist. And he was caught reaching into his pants, laying down on a bed while this woman was present. He tried to explain that he was tucking in his shirt. I'll let you guys be the judge. The footage exists. Go watch it. You can tell he's not just tucking in his shirt. And I want to note that if you're trying to explain that you were just tucking in your shirt in a hotel room while laying on a bed while a woman was just standing there, you've made some choices that day that a good attorney would probably tell you you don't want to make those choices. They'd advise you against those choices.
Put down your crumb. She's 15. She's too old for you.
Why are you dressed like
She's my daughter. Please, take me instead.
And again, I want to give him the little bit of credit that he's due. He was America's mayor. That was a genuine title that he earned on September 11th. But there's also the fact that his role as mayor included policies that civil rights lawyers spent decades fighting against. Stop and frisk, the treatment of protesters, the policing of black and brown communities in ways that courts repeatedly found unlawful. Yet Trump still says Rudy Giuliani was right about everything. Sure, he was right about the towers. He was right about his role in September 11th. But he was also right that there are people in this country that want to harm us, but he was wrong about everything else. Everything else legally, everything else that a jury saw, everything else that a court saw. And everyone after 9/11 agreed. Giuliani is a loser. Nothing more. I hope you guys don't think I'm a loser. If you do, tell me in the comments. If you think I'm a winner, if you like me, tell me in 2 comments. That helps us fight through the algorithm when they try to suppress stories like this one.